Hey, everybody, welcome back to Aligning with Success. It is November 27th. I'm your host, Mike DiMuccio, and welcome back from Thanksgiving. Much to give thanks for, I'm sure. We just had a quick conversation here. Maggie and I were just she asked how to approach a situation where you've got somebody just joined and you need to have that, the talk conversation where they become more transparent about what their intentions are. And by the way, just an FYI before I get to what we talked, well, I'll just say what we talked about was get an ABC going. An ABC is always the catalyst to communication because the A, if given a heads up, hey, Mike, or whoever, this is what I need to happen, then the A has no problem stepping in and saying, so what would you like to see happen with this Nikan career of yours, Nikan opportunity of yours? And then that begins that conversation. But I was going to say, as we move in the direction that we're moving, especially with the registration process, there's going to be additional categories where a person will self-qualify as to how it is that they see themselves in Nikan. And so just this reminds me, I'm going to share my screen here with, if I can find it. What did I do with it? Yeah, of course I did. Give me 1 second while I retrieve what I had on my screen. Some of you have seen this. Some of you may not have seen this. It's what's in production right now from my daughter, Sophia, who I asked, hey, if you were going to create a page that informed somebody about Nikan, what would it look like if it needed to inform you? And so this is what she came up with. And in it is, there. In it is some great imagery and some really great languaging. But I wanted to scroll. Is there anybody who hasn't seen this yet? You haven't seen it, Maggie?
I've seen the one that's on her website. Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know if it's on her website. It's this one here. She's built this for me, for us. And I want to just scroll down here because it.
Can you show it to us, Mike? Can you just show it to us?
Sure thing. Okay, let me walk you through it so that, and I'm do it real quick here. So can you see the graphics that are moving?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks really cool from that point of view. Welcome to A Better Way. Your journey to financial prosperity and family health starts here. The link that you'll be using is abetterway.business, and it'll come here. Then there's the Discover the video, the Nikan Life and Balance video. I let Sophia choose the videos of her liking. She had access to all of them. So this is where the conversation begins. There's a shift happening. Can you feel it? A rumble in your belly and a whisper in your heart tells you two things. You know you're meant to live with financial prosperity, the kind that does not come at the cost of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being, but contributes to it. And two, you feel it is your mission to help others do the same. Although it may not seem like it from the outside, this shift is happening within the minds and hearts of many, and the world is in need of a business model that fits this new paradigm. A business that has nature at the core, community building as an essential, financial prosperity as a result. This has been Nikan's mission for the last, it's going to change to 47 years. By the way, those are Sophia's hands. One hand says love. The left hand says unconditional, and the right hand says love. So every time she's seeing her hands, she's reminding herself of her mission in life. We are co-creating the world's most influential wellness community. Where together we leverage each other's skills and talents to enjoy additional income sources, grow happy and healthy families, and share products that truly make a difference. Imagine knowing that you have a safe place to dream big and a community of people from all around the world who are willing to do whatever it takes to help you make those dreams reality. This is what Nikan is all about: harmony with nature, personal freedom, holistic health, community. If this message resonates with you, we invite you to learn about how Nikan can work for you and your family. Community is the new currency. Hear firsthand how Nikan has changed the lives of our wellness community all over the world. And then there's this video. Finally, a holistic approach to wellness. Learn about our core philosophy, the 5 pillars of wellness. It's all in one stop, one shop here that just tells the story. At Nikan, we believe that a state of total well-being is created when there is balance in the 5 key areas of one's life. And it goes into the 5 pillars, a life on purpose at the core. Your wellness, your way. Choose the path that's right for you. This is what I was going to talk about. The 3 ways to join the movement. Become a customer, become a promoter, become a leader. So a customer, return to nature with our innovative product line and build your wellness home. Become a promoter, share products that you love with people you love and create an additional source of income. Become a leader, share the business opportunity to grow your network and create residual income with personalized mentorship at every step of the journey. If you are a wellness junkie, you prioritize your physical well-being and are always looking for ways to feel and look your best for as long as you possibly can. You want to get the most life out of this life. Natural solutions and prevention are important to you. Nikan is for you.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah, isn't it? It says it all. If you are looking to add additional income to your life to increase your financial flexibility, and you don't want to trade your time for money, you're looking for something you can do 100% online from home, choosing your own hours if you want. You love the affiliate marketing model and you see these products being a great addition to your lifestyle, Nikan is for you. If you're a business builder looking to enter the wellness space and you have been searching for the right opportunity, having a massive impact and being recognized as a leader is important to you. You want to empower others with their health and finances. Freedom is your highest value, and you want a business that you can build and run from anywhere. You recognize the importance of having the right community and mentorship as you embark on this journey. Nikan is for you. Experience a return to nature. Learn about our innovative product line. Imagine living on a planet where water, our most essential nutrient, rains down from the sky, or where plants, the medicine that provides the building blocks of our bodies, sprout spontaneously from the ground. How about a planet where the atmosphere itself consists of one element we can't survive more than 3 minutes without? Or where a massive orb of hot gas exists at just the right distance away so that we neither burn up nor freeze to death? Amazing, isn't it? All the things that have to go exactly right so that we could not only survive, but thrive here on Earth. It's almost as if this planet was created for us and us for it. Fun fact, did you know that if you send astronauts into space without replicating Earth's magnetic field on board the craft, the astronauts will grow weak and die? And yet, as we continue to evolve, modern life finds countless ways to separate us from nature instead of living in harmony with it. How is it that as a collective, we haven't yet realized that the cause of illness on our planet isn't random? It's a direct reflection of our disconnection from the source of our health and vitality, Earth. We drink contaminated water, eat nutrient-depleted food, breathe polluted air, hide away indoors for most of our lives, and are constantly being bombarded by invisible threats of EMF radiation. But there is a solution. Nikan uses technology the right way to bring us back into harmony with nature instead of separating us from nature. Here's how. We build a wellness home. We build wellness homes. Imagine a greenhouse for humans where you and your family have water cleaned through a natural process, high quality, organic plant-based nutrition, forest fresh air, and nature's energy to support your body. Now imagine 10 million of those around the globe. That's our vision. Learn more about our products. And there's a video clip there. Here will lead you to the catalog. There'll be a flag for each country.
Mm-hmm.
A total wellness solution. Experience vitality, create wealth, and build strong families with Nikan. Are you ready to join millions of people across the globe who've already chosen a better way? Join the movement today. So there's going to be a few things that we have to add still, but that's the idea.
Awesome.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, why can't Nikan figure this out?
Because that's Nikan. That's not their job. We're the marketing department.
That is the best presentation yet.
Yeah.
Absolutely the best. It's got the right pictures in it and just, it's beautiful. And that was fast. That was fast, Michael. You did it fast.
I did.
It needs to be fast for young people. They do not have the attention span to be sitting around for hours.
There's a second page that I've asked Sophia to add to this with a click. So you click if you want more information. It's gonna go to some of the documentation from the original A Better Way page. So not too much more, but just there's going to be the microsite for the water, a few other things, just in case somebody wants to dig a little deeper. But the bottom line is it tells a story, it positions Nikken, it creates an offer and suggests if you're these people, this is for you. If you're not these people, then there's no conversation to be had. So it should really help whoever you send there identify with who we are, what we're about, what we're doing here, and how they might actually fit in. It's supposed to be the how conversation in one click.
Wonderful.
What is it again? A better way business?
It'll be, a better way business. It's not there yet. I haven't linked them yet. This is still the other page. She's still working on it.
So then are you going to eliminate some of the other videos that you have where you have them?
What you see here is what I'm going to be
putting on a better
recommending.
way.
The other page will stay, sovereignlife.me or theroyalalliance.com/a-better-way. But this will replace it in that they'll stay, but you won't be using them. You'll be using this. And it'll be simpler to get to, a better way business.
How soon will you be thinking it?
Oh, I thought I might have had it done by today, but I don't have the finals from Sophia yet. So it'll be linked very, very soon. It'll be linked this week.
Is she coming to the boss event?
She is in Guatemala. No. So,
Michael, what about asking some of the people here tonight some of the questions that we been tossing around to give feedback to the boss event? Those questions.
Before we go there, let me just harp on this for a second here. So, what is this tool good for? If you think about the challenges for recruiting, it's getting the story down, it's creating an offer that people can resonate with, it's making it easier for people to say, I like this, right? And it's controlling the flow of information and keeping it consistent so that there aren't so many hoops to jump through to learn about what this is. It shouldn't take that much time for somebody to know whether they want to be part of this or not. Yeah. And so if we do our job well, then the first conversation, which is really where the skill comes in, is the invitation, the contact and invite. That's the real skill of a network marketing business, is how to communicate with somebody sufficiently well that they want to know more about what you're talking about. So if that's done, then the next thing they want usually is information, right? So the question then is, do you need to be somebody who's really good at presenting? That's not duplicatable. Do you need to wait for the next presentation to happen online, which could be 3, 4, 5, 6 days from now? That's not very efficient. Have we seen the perfect video yet? Does it do the job? No. So how do we get the job done? This page should hopefully be enough to walk them through the conversation. And then when we follow up with them, it could be an invitation to a live event, or it could be an invitation to an ABC call with our sponsor, our upline. That's the goal, is the next call would be an ABC of some kind. The next thing would be a live interaction. So if it was a live event, then they might get to hear testimonials, which is really the ideal live event, so that they can hear how these products have made a difference. And yeah, so that's kind of the process. After which, then it's get them enrolled. And then we have the system for enrollment now. We have both We Start, which is the Nikken online onboarding process. And we also have for the accelerator team, the 18 karat gold accelerator team for those who want to really launch their business whenever that is, whenever they make the decision that that's what they want to do. So that's how we're trying to create a streamlined process so people can get better and more effective at enrolling people into the Nikken opportunity, which is the goal of 2024 and why the We Accelerate is so important. Leo, you shared something tonight that I want, if you wouldn't mind. I know you did before, but let's do that again because you actually had some numbers that surprised me. So you said...
In French or English?
In English. Practice your English.
It's okay. So I have a new consultant in the October, and for the same sale, one night. Normally I receive for silver and above 20%, you remember, $220 Canadian money. I don't know exactly in the US, but with the We Accelerate, I receive 286 more.
For so the same, 506 total.
I'm so excited when I finish with that guy, and he continued to make till 21 January. You see, so
right.
I'm so excited to sponsor more people. That's why is We Accelerate.
So what was his order? Do you remember? What did they order?
2 sleeping bag, water pack.
About how much? How many points?
1,800.
1,000. Okay, 1,800 points. So yes. An 1,800 point order, you would normally have received as a silver $220 Canadian.
Yes.
But with the We Accelerate, you received total $506.
Yes.
Okay, guys. That's like remember, all of our Nikken career, mine, 30 plus years, I received $220. And as of October, Nikken is now paying us $506 for the same thing.
Yeah, Mike, the same thing happened to me. I had on the Sikokai, I was shocked to see my name up there. I had a new executive with 1,780, and she was up there as a new executive with that amount. She ranked number 3 and I ranked number 4 in I think the MPV one. And that was big for the same reason, plus the check. I got the same kind of check that Leo did in American money.
Okay, that's okay. So at the end of the day, we are in a business. We do want to make money as a result of the service that we provide, the value that we provide. And to be able to go from $220 to $506 in revenue for the same effort, for the same impact is astronomical. I laugh because does anybody know how much a car salesman makes when they sell a car? Like $30,000 car? Does anybody know?
$300 about.
It's between $200 and $300. Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah, for a $30,000 car. And Leo was making. He said, "Well, you said."
Okay, I go. Sometimes I went to a brick store and here like furniture.
Yeah, we have a furniture chain called the Brick Furniture, and he was working for them.
I worked for them, and for once somebody said only 20%. Before the We Accelerate, he said to me, only 20%. I said, hey guys, I work to Brick, and when I sell a sofa or a couch for $1,000, I have walked 2 hours in the store with that guy for 3%. The company pay me when it's delivery, but Brick is never delivery.
It's always on back order.
It's always on back order.
But people
3%.
And people are doing that. People right now, are in those brick stores right now selling?
I work there 45 hours a week, all weekend. And the average on the store for the sale people is 30,000 average.
$30,000 a year in income.
For 45 hours a week. And the top one, I work with them, is over $120,000. And sometimes, Leo, I show you how to make 100. I said, no, I'm just here for time. I quit. Don't want to stay here anyway. I go back to.
I think it's really fair. Okay. It's really fair to make this comparison because people are looking and they're comparing. And if you don't understand or appreciate the value of what you have to offer, then you're not going to have the confidence to make the offer. And I think it's really important you have an understanding of what Niken has done with this We Accelerate, especially, is they've just upped the ante so much that it makes sponsoring, not just retailing, but sponsoring someone more valuable. And of course, it's not just the one thing that they do. That person who enrolls has a network of theirs that they're going to start sharing this with. So for the next 4 months after their enrollment, you're enjoying the benefit of that double commission. So it's not just about the one-time enrollment. It's about what do you do with this person for the next 3 or 4 months? Well, I'll tell you what I would do. I would live with that person. I would help that person get the most they could get out of this thing for those 3 months, 4 months. I would launch them. And so my idea of a launch is 3 to 5 new contacts a day. And we'll turn over those cards and we'll find those aces one way. And it's those 3 to 5 contacts a day for the next few weeks until we identify a few of those key players. And they're there. They're always there. So this added bonus makes it worth the effort from a financial point of view. And of course, if you're connected to the message, like what my daughter put on this page, then can you see the value? Are there people out there that you feel will resonate with this message, will resonate with this opportunity? Well, there's only one way they're going to find out about it. And that's what Niken pays you for. I was saying to Leo that the reason why the brick only paid 3% is because they have to pay for the building and the showrooms and the inventory that's sitting in those buildings throughout their franchise. They have to pay for all the TV commercials that they put on to convince you to go to their store to buy their stuff and all the radio ads and so forth. So all their money is going into promoting to come to the store. And they're not going to pay you a lot if they're already walking through the door. They're going to just give you a little chump change to be there and handle the person. So they got it figured out and it works for them. But who doesn't it work for? Doesn't work that well for the person doing the sales, pounding the pavement. So, but here's the important thing. Promotion money is big, even for the brick. I'm sure they spend millions in the promotion budget. Promotion is advertising. And Niken's advertising department is on this screen. We're it. We're Niken's advertising department. And that's why they pay us those bonuses, because we're the ones who are doing the marketing and advertising. So let's talk about that a little bit. You're a professionally paid billboard. You're a professionally paid promoter, essentially, which is one of the categories that Sophia identified. You're either a consumer, an advocate, or you're a promoter. And then, of course, there's the category of leader, which I like the way she interpreted it, because it's really then somebody who is really looking to make impact and create a network. So, but not everybody's into that. But a promoter, if you're on this screen, you're absolutely that. And that's at least the least of which you are. And so let's talk about promotion. if Niken's paying us big bucks to promote, and they're paying us really big bucks to promote the opportunity, then we need a way to do that. We need a way to simplify how we do that. Hence the page that I'm putting together. And the question that came up, well, why isn't Niken doing that? You know, I don't know if they will, if they won't, or they have a better idea or not, but I can't wait, and neither can you. You know, the time is now. Let's get on with it. And January is going to roll around pretty soon. And you know, January is the biggest month in advertising for jobs, the job market. So we want to be there with something to offer. So that's why this page will be up and running. So promotion. How do you promote Niken? Now, I think was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago when we last met? And we talked a little bit about that. We talked a little bit about being, I think, Jeannie, you were on. I think you did a couple of Facebook posts, lives. Did you? Am I correct? And tell us your experience with that. So you went on and just shared a little bit about you on Facebook. No fancy, just no frills, just you.
Yes, I did. And then I stopped.
Tell us about that.
To do some more.
Yeah, no, but tell us about it. What did it feel like? What did you do?
Well, it was easy. I've done it in the past, just haven't done it in a long time. But I kind of like doing that kind of stuff because the comments start coming, and then you can answer back and forth. You could pull people to a messenger or whatever. And I've had people tell me that, you know, I really like hearing what you have to say, stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, okay, good. You should do this more often, you know, things like that.
See that?
Yeah. Which makes me feel good.
Uh-huh.
And mostly it's people that know me already, but that's okay.
Well, that's how it starts. That's how your network starts. That's how we teach people. Where does it begin, guys? It begins with the people you know. Yep. And then it goes from there, from people you know to people they know. And who knows, they may be sharing your message with others. So the point is, be relevant, be present, and promote, first of all, yourself. Who are you? What's your life about? You know, what's your brand? That's really what we're talking about. What is your brand? Who are you? And who doesn't the best networkers tell you that you want to attract your tribe, that you want to find like-minded individuals? Well, if we don't know what your mind is like, what does it look like to be a like-minded individual? You got to tell people who you are. You got to let them know who you are. And the people who can identify with that will find you. That's how you attract like-minded people. You get to be known for your mind. So you share your thoughts, your ideas, and do that regularly. And what happens is you start attracting a following of people who somehow, by some way, got your message, and you'll be stupefied as to how that happens. I don't even know how that happens. It's all algorithms and stuff like that. But the point is, tell people about you. Tell your story. Tell them what you're fascinated by. Something that happened in your day. Something that got your attention. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I started with. I had something happen. I'm trying to remember the story now, but anyway, I went expecting something. It didn't work out that way. And so where does your mind go? I think is what I said. Where does your mind go when you expect something? It doesn't happen that way. Do you go here? Do you go here? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you go?
There you go.
Do you go to the positive, or do you go to the negative?
Yeah.
How do you use your mind?
Yeah. I like that picture too.
Yeah. So that's great. I think that's fabulous. And like I said, everyone here has a story. Everyone here has a life. Everyone here experiences day-to-days. Let people know about it. Talk about it. Don't be shy about being in the public eye, because you're going to get paid and rewarded for it. Well, that's promotion. Promotion at the beginning of this is promote who you are. If you're going to attract like-minded people, talk about what you like to talk about. I haven't done this myself very much because until this point in time, most of my Facebook posts are really to an audience of people who already know me, who are already in Nikken. So I had used my Nikken my Facebook platform to stay connected. I haven't used it to really expand my audience. But one of the reasons why I've asked Sophia to put this page together is so that I can add some customized things for myself and start attracting people to this page. So you'll start to see an application of me getting out there. And I think I got lots to talk about. That's pretty exciting and interesting. And so I hope to start to let the public know what I'm about. And that should start some new conversations. So I encourage you to do the same. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for this page. Just start dabbling. And it could be just like, I got this haircut today and I thought, whatever, just be you. That's the thing. And that's what's amazing is that there's, I was on a call with Luis Kasuga and the team last week. And I said, actually, no, it was on the people who are in the boss event and who are going to the boss event. We were talking about what do we need? And we'll back to that question then. So I think that was a question that Madeline suggested. What do we need? And I there's a few people who mentioned marketing tools, marketing. And I reminded everybody that, somebody made a fortune selling rocks, pet rocks. Okay. Just think about that for a second. That means that there's a market, there's somebody out there that would pay money for a rock to be shipped to them, a pet rock. So that keeps reminding me that there's always somebody for something. No matter what it is, there's somebody for something. So there's enough people for sure for what we stand for that I don't think it's going to be as difficult as convincing an audience to buy a rock. So, so let's get promoting. All right. So the questions that we had on that call, the boss call, was I forgot. What was one of the questions? What?
I got some.
Yeah.
Why do young people see or not see Nikken as a business opportunity or a source of income? And then the second part was, what would they need to see or understand?
Okay.
That's the first question.
So, okay, obviously we'd be having to ask a young person. So right now, Angelica, I think you're the youngest on the call from what I can see. So the question then would be, why do you think people see or don't see Nikken as an income opportunity? And what would they need to see for them to be able to see it as an income opportunity? Oh, all of a sudden your audio is scratchy. We can't hear you.
Sounds like it's raining.
Yeah, we can't hear
really
you.
Weird. No, there's something wrong with your audio. We're just hearing. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, you just muted. That's why. Okay, she's going to call in. We'll get her that way. By the way, I hope my answer, which is Sophia's answer, is part a good answer. In other words, what would they need to see from Sophia's point? By the way, I think I said that earlier, but I did ask her, Sophia, what would you need to see in order for this to be? Okay, she's calling me. All right, you're calling me.
Okay, things gonna work?
Okay, yeah, I can put up the speaker. Go ahead.
Okay, so the question was?
Why do you think young people do or don't see Nikken as an opportunity? what would they need to see for them to recognize it as a valuable opportunity?
Okay, I think for my generation today is very important to be able to have a family time, quality time with the family, because it's not all about, like, for example, if I take the example of my mom, that she had like 2-3 jobs to be able to get the kind of life, that style of life that she wanted to have. She had to go there and she was not very present. So I want to be able to have a system that is going to help me have the best of both worlds, being able to be a present mom and also build an empire little by little with a community that thinks exactly the way I think, and people that are aware of also having the not only family, not only finances, but also like taking care of our own health, spiritually, mentally, physically, the whole package. Yeah. And being able to share that with other people that are also seeking for the same thing, because I know a lot of people are suffering with a lot of mental issues and healthy issues, and they're looking forward to get back their own inner power. So I am one of those people.
Wow, great answer. So you want to be able to, I like what you said, a system that helps you have the best of both worlds, present as a mom, that you can build an empire or whatever you choose, a community of like-minded people. You said the whole package. I would probably, and I wrote in brackets, holistic package. Like you want it all. You want a life in balance, and yet you want to be able to have an abundant life in balance. So there has to be growth potential there. Would you say, based, because I showed you this Sophia's page, and this is the second time you've seen it, would you say that she captured that, or is there still something missing?
I would say, well, she's putting pictures about like the family, nature. She's like doing like a funnel. So saying if you, so that makes people say, okay, yes, I'm this, oh yes, I'm that. Yeah, so it's kind of like getting the excitement going up, or like, oh wow, is this really something that it's possible, like, it exists. So I like the way she brings that. What would be missing? Well, testimonies.
Oh, okay, testimonies. Although the testimonies are actually in the videos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I haven't seen the video. Yeah. So, okay.
You know what? So you're all going to get a chance to give some feedback on that once it goes live, because it could be a work in progress. Obviously, we do want to tweak it, but it's a good start, I would say, especially given what you've said, Angelica, because you're the demographic we're looking at.
And Mike, she picked up on what many of the people said about their children and their grandchildren, is the time. Some of them that have seen us at, Saturdays, evenings, the time involved, and people want time. They want to be able to go to their kids' soccer games. And even though we've said that you can do that, a lot of things are on Saturdays and the evening time. And with the 3 different time zones, for some people, they view this, it's not simple. It's been a little bit complex. I think the simplifying, I heard Angelica say, so that we can have that balance, really enjoy that balance, not just later on after we've achieved it, but while we're building it, to build with balance too. Know that in a 90-day launch, you're going to be busy, and for 90 days, you can do anything. But then you can take a breather and then do another 90-day launch. But to really have some of that quality time.
I think, Madeline, the answer to that is the first word she said, a system.
Yes,
So
a simple system. Put the simple in front of the system too.
A simple system, which again then becomes, can we do this business remotely if we have the tools? The
and
tools,
duplicatable, whether you can speak like a Michael DiMuccio or not, because
well,
there are categories.
You don't even need to. You just need to have Michael DiMuccio speak somewhere, and you just share that speech.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Leverage that. Leverage those tools.
There you go. So again, that comes right back to a system that's simple, that's easy to follow, easy to duplicate, and not time consuming. And so,
worth it, because sometimes we are putting effort and energy somehow in that it's like, how can I explain this? Yeah, it's like, for example, school, it takes us to be this and that in a way of like in a box, thinking a box. But in this case, it's like opening the opportunities and thinking out of the box.
I think also part of the worth it question comes from expectation. So if we expand our understanding of what a good result looks like, because if a good result to you is only somebody joins and goes silver, if that's the only thing you consider a good result, then you're not going to see that many of those. And so you're going to think that the effort is not worth it. But if a good result has maybe 5 data points, like a referral, they gave me a referral, that's a good result. Or they bought some product, that's a good result. Or they're going to be an affiliate and promote this, that's a good result. Or they want to go and build a team this month, that's a good result. So in other words, if we see each of these things as data points, as good results, then it's not one. There's some that are better than others, but it's not one. It takes all of them. What do they say? It takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes all of these to have a viable business. So if we look in our training and in our enrollment process, and we start to say, okay, what are good results? What's in keeping with good results? Then it's not an all or nothing. It's degrees of good. And a referral should always be considered good, because if you're flipping cards, that referral might be the next ace. So one of the things that I've been teaching lately, I want to really emphasize more of, is get good at flipping those cards. They're going to be what they're going to be. You're not going to change that, but you got to be the one doing the flipping. 2 of spades, 6 of clubs, 4 of diamonds, jack of hearts. Oh, there's my ace. Your ace is your ace whenever it shows up, but you got to keep turning those cards, and all those other cards may be of value if we have a place for them. If it could be a referral or a customer or a promoter, you see what I'm saying? So it's interesting, because at the Boss event, there's going to be some business analytics discussed. We're going to be learning stuff that we've never discussed in NICAN. Business analytics, which is what I'm talking about right now. It's like, how do I know if I'm on track? If the only thing I have is one track and I don't know how to evaluate my business, I could be completely misinterpreting my results. And I'll tell you what, I know this is real because this happened most of my NICAN career. I'll get on a phone with somebody in a mentoring call, and I say, okay, let's look at some of your numbers. How many people have you enrolled in the last 6 months? And they'll give me a number. And then I'll tell them, this is how many active legs you have. And they'll go like, how do you know that? It's like, well, because, that's the business. And then they feel relieved that it's not as many as they thought it should be. They feel completely relieved, because it's actually what it's supposed to be. If you're doing the business and these are the numbers and you're on track, meanwhile, they've been thinking all this time that they're really bad at this. And so I think it was my call last week or the week before. Yeah, it was, where I said, man, if you looked at my numbers and you were really objective about it, but you didn't know the business, you'd look at my numbers, you'd say, Mike, how many people have you sponsored in NECAN since you've been in NECAN? And it's got to be 100 or more, at least. And how many of those people are active? You know, I don't know, a dozen? They're like, man, and how many of those people have gone on to leadership, you know, like really building businesses? I'd say, oh, I got about like 3 really strong legs, 4. And they're like, 4 out of 100? You suck at this. That's really what my numbers say. I mean, I'm really lousy at this. If I'm supposed to be responsible for all of this, man, I'm really lousy at this. But what's really interesting is that is the business. I don't create the people. I don't make them win. I don't make them succeed. I don't make them fail. I just find them. That's it. And I work with them as best I can. I help as much as I can, but it's really never up to me whether they succeed or fail. And here's the other thing. I cannot take credit for anyone's success. I know there's a lot of people out there that want to show off and, you know, how important they are because they have a big business or whatever. The truth of the matter is we cannot take responsibility for the individual actions that are taking place every single day by these independent people. I may have given it birth. I can take credit for that in 1992, and the work that I did in sponsoring people is giving birth. I can take responsibility for giving birth, but I can't take responsibility for what that birth turns into. That was their choice. And that's liberating too, because then you don't have to feel like you're on the hook for somebody's success or failure. You're not. You never are. Just yours. Just yours. And all you can do that you can take credit for is give birth. And of course, you want to do it as best you can. You want to, you know, like you want to give somebody the best start you can. And that changes with time. You know, at first I wasn't so good at this, so I compensated. I sponsored so many people that I was sure something was going to work, and it did. I sponsored 35 people in 2 months, and sure enough, some of them stuck it out. But I got better at this. I got better at learning how to identify the people I was looking for. I got better at learning how to get them started. It never changed what happened percentage-wise as to what happens is always the same, but I just got better at what it was that I was doing, identifying people and enrolling people and getting people started. So with time, you get better at this, but it takes time to become proficient at anything. And this is a profession, and for me, a career. So you got to give yourself the time to get good at it. And like I said, it comes, you will get better at this. And so you're the only thing you can hope for is to give somebody the best start you know how to give them at the time. And by the way, it's not even you. It's like, who do you know in NECAN that can help you help somebody launch? Do you guys happen to know anybody by name? Anybody? Do you happen to know anybody who could maybe advise you or the person that you've enrolled? By any chance, do you happen to know anybody that's pretty good at this in NECAN? Just, wondering. Because if you do, you could always do an ABC call with that somebody, and then they could always help that new person figure out what they need to do to get a good start. So it's not even you. It's who do you know that could help? And that's really what makes this business such a great gift, because it really is a business for anyone that has the gumption, the willpower to succeed. And there's sufficient evidence that that's possible. And they have a guidance system in all of us to make it probable. So it's a great thing to offer. versus, take your shot out there, shot in the dark, good luck with, 5 billion opportunities being posted on Facebook every day. Good luck finding the right one and making it work with whoever knows who you're in partnership with. So again, we're promoters. What are you promoting? If you don't know the value of what you got, how are you going to promote it with any degree of value? Anything anybody else wants to add? Yeah, you're good? Okay. Angelica, you're good? You're good. Okay.
Mike,
yeah.
I have a comment on the presentation from Sophia. I love it. I mean, there's so much there that it's just exciting to me that people came to mind in the way that it was put out there who could be interested, because I know those people and they would resonate with the way she has a lot of that laid out. What I think I noticed is she referred to families a couple of times and, pictures of families, but I'm also wondering about, so much of the younger generation, 20s, 30s, they're not families yet. Maybe they never will be as far as the traditional family. So how do they get included? I know that we all choose families other than our blood families as well, but that was just something I noticed.
I don't think we do include them. So this gets back to my message with Boss on the Boss call. You have to, this comes right out of this guy's trainings, okay? $100 million offers. Okay, you don't get to those kind of offers unless you're very specific. So what they teach is, and what marketing is now telling us is, you cannot be generic. You won't get anywhere being generic. So you have to build your avatar. You have to be very, very, very clear who you're talking to. And they who on the receiving end has to feel, oh my God, this person's talking to me. Now, you better know who you want to talk to so that they get that feeling, so that the way you speak makes them feel that feeling. So the marketing of today, which is why, by the way, network marketing is so, so relevant, because you and I, every time we meet with somebody, we tailor our message to that somebody if we're any good at this business, which is why the first step is always figure out their why, because you can't tailor the message to them that fits their ears until you know what they're looking for. Okay. So you can tailor the message, and now it's very specific to their needs, which makes network marketing invincible in marketing. So what they're finding is mass marketing doesn't work. Mass marketing is no longer relevant. They're looking for ways to communicate to a specific audience, but they may have more than one audience. So we may have one page that's very specific to a particular demographic. We may have a separate page that's very specific to an aging demographic. We may have yet another page that's very specific to an even younger demographic. So I asked Sophia, this has to speak to you. What would it look like if it spoke to you? And because Sophia has very strong family values, that's why it's front and center there.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you.
And she also talks a lot about community, which I think is very wise, because that's really what people are looking for, especially since COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's really, the filtering is her. And I look at her as a demographic. I'm saying, if I was starting my Nikken career all over again, who would I really want to attract? I would want to, knowing what I know now, who is the avatar that best represents the person I want to attract? And I would say, hands down, it's Sophia. Madeline, you're muted.
with the average age on this call and representative right now, even attending the boss, we really need that generation. There needs to be the replacements. And if your career is 31 years and mine's almost 26, that's what we need.
Yeah,
we still need us. We still need us as well.
That's another demographic.
Another demographic.
Healthy aging.
Really, yes, and that is what the younger people were saying. You know, what is there? How do you attract us? I love the wellness home, but a 23-year-old, you know, a home, a wellness home, it's not even a concept. What do you mean a home? You know, they don't have an apartment, and many of them are back living with their parents and so forth. So it's the lifestyle and the community and what they're interested in that needs to attract them.
Right. So again, the messaging will be marketed to a particular demographic. So words will shift accordingly. This is the first kick at the can, and I think it's not a bad one to get out there and see how this resonates, who it resonates with and who it doesn't resonate with. Because I'm going to look at this as a project. The idea is we have to get better at our job. Our job is promotion. It's not Niken's job. It's our job. And so we have to get better at figuring out how to promote Niken in a world where they're getting people are getting promoted to so many times, it's tens of thousands of times a day they're being exposed to messages. And have you ever noticed that whenever you want something, there's always a sale on, right? And yet, if you really look, there's always a sale on. It's just when you want it, that's when you notice. So we've got to target our audience. We've got to get better at that. And I think we have been waiting for something or someone or Niken to come along and direct us in this way. And it hasn't happened. They haven't brought out marketing materials that target the audience in particular. The newer stuff is better. It's definitely looking at a younger audience, but it's still not saying much. Their messaging doesn't really say too much. So what we need is some expertise. We need some people who make a living at this, at creating marketing messages. And that's why, by the way, I bought this book. I started watching these videos that my daughter suggested I do. And
who's the author, Michael?
Alex Hormozi. Alex Hormozi. You can see some of his videos online. His goal is to help companies, small startups, get to $3 million in sales, $3 million a year. And then he's interested in becoming a partner with them and taking them to 30 million. It's a smart, so he's prospecting for $3 million companies. So he's saying, take everything I know that works, that I've done, build your company. And since you're building your company with everything I know that I've done, then I'll come in at that time when you're ready for somebody like me, and I'll 10x your company, and I'll take a little piece of the action on the way. So Mike DiMuccio's version, get into Niken. And when you're ready to really do this, come over to the 18K Accelerator team. And then I'll work with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I took a little page off of his thing. Anyways, time is up. Thanks, everybody. I think it was a great call. What would we call this call?
Align with success.
That's what the call
promotion.
Is. Promote wherever you are. That's what I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a great night. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, wait. Have a great month then, guys. We got this promotion that we forgot to talk about. Talk about promotion. Yeah, it's the BOGO. It's like buy one, get one for half price and free shipping on everything. So, gosh, let's go, guys. It's Christmas time. Everybody's buying their gifts. Let them know these are the gifts to buy. The gift of health, the best gift of all.
Angelica, I'd like to connect to you. So please, thank you.
I'm doing a video tomorrow about it.
All right. Awesome. Have a good night, everybody. Get out there and promote that special.
And hurry and link
Good night.
the
We'll do. We'll get it. Hurry.